Hey guys, it's time to do a full comparison review between the Huawei P9 versus the Huawei P9 Lite. So I already did a speed test video, so if you are interested, you can check that out on my channel. So let's just start this off. Before starting off, I just want to mention price. This cost around 50,000 PKR, which is $500, around $500. And this one costs around 29,000 PKR. When it's going to be available in the stores, $290. So you can see the difference in price is actually around $200 difference there. So let's see which is more worth it for you, and which is the best for you according to your usage. So okay, if we take a look at the build quality of these phones, first of all, you can see with the P9 you're paying more money. Of course, you're getting a premium build quality. Aluminum on the sides and aluminum on the back. Feels really good, really nice, compact feel. It's really handy and also pocketable, whereas the P9 Lite comes with plastic back and aluminum on the side, so it's not truly a cheap phone, okay, in terms of the build quality. Okay, so it has plastic on the back and aluminum on the side, so it's a semi-premium phone, but still not as good as P9. But again, the price difference, you have to consider that, because paying more money will give you a better build quality. And of course, if you're okay with plastic, then yeah, that can be a good thing for you. So again, personal preference: P9 more premium, P9 Lite semi-premium. Moving on to the other things, you can see we got Type-C connectivity with the P9, meaning you can connect the charger in either directions, and then the P9 Lite just have a USB 2.0 port. Both phones have a really nice power button and volume rocker adjustment on the side, which you can easily reach without any problem. You got fingerprint sensors on the back, which works pretty well. Actually feels faster on the P9 Lite because of no animation, while the P9 gives you a little bit of animation. So yeah, nonetheless, they are pretty fast. Moving on to the display, you can see both phones have a 5.2-inch 1080p HD panel. Now, I'm not going to say that they're exactly the same, because the whites on the P9 is actually like a little bit more brighter. So if I just have the full brightness on the P9 and full brightness on the P9 Lite, so you can notice that, I'm not sure if you can notice it through camera, but the P9, the normal P9 is actually a little bit more brighter. If you take a closer look at the whites area, you can see that it's actually a little bit dim on the P9 Lite. Again, it's a slight difference there, which shows that the displays are not exactly the same when it comes to the display quality, but nonetheless, a little bit difference in terms of the white brightness, or like white light, you can say. And both are 1080p's, okay, so that's nice. And considering the price, you are getting a good display for the price, Moving on to the software, you can see both are having the similar type of UI. Both have similar features in the UI. It's like their own emotion UI skin on top of Android Marshmallow. Good thing that both phones are having Marshmallow. That is pretty nice. So hopefully we can see both of them getting the latest updates also. So if we talk about the processor, we got Kirin 650 with 3 GB of RAM on this bad boy versus Kirin 955 on the Huawei P9, which is of course really fast. It's a flagship quality stuff. It's a faster phone when it comes to performance again, but it doesn't mean that P9 Lite is a slow phone. It was pretty close to the P9 in terms of speed wise, other than games, and also P9 Lite should be able to do all your daily tasks, and also should be able to play pretty much every single HD game we have on Android, high graphic game. You can see both phones have 3 GB of RAM. We have around like 1.79 GB RAM free here, so I'm just gonna close everything on both phones, and let's see how much RAM we have on both phones free. So you got 1.72 on the P9 and 1.82 on the P9 Lite. So the RAM is actually free. More RAM is free on the P9 Lite always, because there is like some additional things here that are always running on the P9, but not that much of a big difference. If we talk about the cameras, okay, now this is where we have a huge change. This might be a deal breaker for those people who are trying to spend less money on the P9 Lite because the camera is too good here. It's a flagship quality camera here. Partnership with Leica. You got two sensors, 12 megapixel. One is sRGB and one is monochrome. You're gonna get some excellent color reproduction. You know, if you're capturing photos outdoor in a daylight, you can see the colors are pretty nice. While the P9 Lite comes with a 13 megapixel camera, both have 8 megapixel front camera for selfies, so that is pretty nice. Overall picture quality wise, for the price, P9 Lite is doing a great job, but again, comparing to the P9, you're definitely going to get some better performance on the P9 picture quality wise, and low light performance wise, they are both doing decent jobs. So also you can record 1080p videos on both phones. Again, no 4K even on the bigger brother P9, but still 1080p 60 fps is there. Front camera quality is also pretty nice for the selfies. So let's take a quick look at the video performance on both phones. So lastly, if we talk about the batteries in these two phones, they have pretty much the same battery size and also same battery performance. What I have noticed is that both phones will give you in between 4 to 5 hours of battery screen on time, which is pretty nice because not a lot of smartphone can do that. And I definitely feel that every user has its own way of using a phone. So based on my usage, I use Wi-Fi all the time. Of course, calling and messaging, that is something that is not happening all the time, but I'm using Wi-Fi. Using my social apps like WhatsApp and all that stuff, you know, like normal stuff that every person use, and watching YouTube videos. They survive and they give around 4 to 5 hours of screen on time. Obviously, I'm going to be making a detailed video. On the P9 Lite with its battery detail, you know. Showing you guys exactly what type of performance you can expect, like I always do with the smartphone. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and hopefully we can have some pretty nice details coming out battery wise. So in a full summary, if you want better things, then you have to pay more money. With paying more money, you're going to get a better camera, a better build quality, a faster performance, and USB Type-C. So it's like a really nice phone. If you're paying less, if you don't care about a better camera, if you are just okay with this camera, you know, it's not a bad camera, okay? For the price, it's nice. If you don't want a better, like a flagship quality camera, you are someone who has a DSLR, so you take photos with your DSLR, you just want a phone with a nice camera, then that is absolutely what you have here with the P9 Lite. You have a fingerprint sensor, you have a fairly fast phone in terms of performance, which can do pretty much anything you want, and also if you don't want to have like full aluminum body and you don't care about plastic, then yeah, you can consider buying the P9 Lite. So that is that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. So please like, subscribe, and peace out.